Caitlin Clark going to be playing here in Baltimore this summer at CFG Bank Arena. The Washington Mystics announced their 2 games with the Indiana Fever being moved from their home arena in D.C. to a larger venue in order to accommodate the anticipated.
The rivalry between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese isn't just confined to basketball court. It's now evolving into a citywide sensation.
Just got to point it out for all of you. This is Angel Reese's home stomping grounds, by the way. So moving the ball.
Just made a move that has everyone talking, shifting their home games against Clark's Indiana Fever to Angel Reese's backyard. Baltimore, Maryland. Let's be honest, this is a strategic money play by the Mystics, but Reese's fans are losing their minds over.
The Washington Mystics just made a headline-grabbing move, relocating their home games against Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever to Angel Reese's turf, Baltimore, Maryland. Let's be real, this is a strategic cash play by the Mystics, but Reese's fans are absolutely ecstatic.
Official release, straight from the NBA website, man. Indiana Fever 2025 road games at Mystics moved to Baltimore. So Angel, man, I mean, listen, y'all made a big deal 2 weeks ago about a Caitlin Clark billboard being put up in Chicago.
The real question is, why not just move the game to Capital One Arena in D.C. like last season? Did the Mystics intentionally put Angel Reese in a spot where she might get overshadowed in her own hometown? No matter how you frame it, this decision is setting the stage for pure WNBA chaos. And honestly, we're here for every second of it. Angel Reese's fans are in full-blown panic mode, and the reactions are absolutely priceless. Caitlin Clark is set to take center stage on Reese's home turf, not once but twice this season, and the meltdown from her supporters is nothing short of entertaining. What you're witnessing is a Caitlin Clark effect in full force, and spoiler alert, it has nothing to do with Reese's signature antics. The WNBA is getting a front row seat to what true star power looks like, and Baltimore is about to feel it firsthand.
Her attention, her notoriety is based off Caitlin Clark. Because she wins the national title, first thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. Then she's played off it.
But let's be real. Her notoriety is tied directly to Caitlin Clark. She wins a national title, and the first thing she does? Mocks Clark instead of celebrating with her teammates. From that moment on, she's made it personal, and she's been riding that wave ever since.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
The irony is undeniable. Even Reese's biggest supporters have to admit what the rest of us have known all along. The WNBA's resurgence is fueled by Caitlin Clark. Before she arrived, attendance was spotty, TV ratings were struggling, and national interest was fading. Now, arenas are packed, broadcasts are breaking records, and every team is scrambling to be part of the Caitlin Clark effect. And let's be honest, it's not because Angel Reese is putting up solid numbers against weaker competition. It's because Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent who turns every game into must-watch television.
Very thin line between hate and facts. And what I believe to be the case is that there was incremental growth in the WNBA comparatively to the exponential growth we are seeing now. What I'm about to tell y'all I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Before the 2023 season, the WNBA had grown by 40% viewership from 2022 to 2023. But with Caitlin Clark's arrival, it's grown by 400% viewership. What that...
No. Saying Caitlin Clark moved the needle is an understatement. She is a needle. She dictates everything. We all know what she's accomplished on the court. It's history. But off the court, the impact is just as massive. Last season, she and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of the WNBA's total broadcast value. She also played a huge role in driving merchandise sales up 500%. And of course, Her jersey was the league's bestseller.
A lot of people say that Caitlin Clark moves the needle. That is wrong. She is the needle. She dictates. We all know what she's done on the floor. It's history, right? But off the floor, my goodness, she and the Indiana Fever accounted for 45% of all the broadcast value of the WNBA last season. She accounted also for helping drive the numbers of merchandising up 500%. Of course, her jersey was number one.
Chicago fans are clinging to the illusion that Angel Reese belongs in the same conversation as Caitlin Clark. But let's be real. Clark is effortlessly drilling logo threes, threading impossible passes, and delivering viral highlights every single game. And Reese? She's playing hard, no doubt, but there's a big difference between being a high-energy role player and a true franchise cornerstone. The WNBA is a business, and when it comes to the player driving ticket sales, leading jersey sales, and skyrocketing TV ratings, the answer's obvious. Here's a hint. It's not the one flexing after a routine layup.
Let me tell you about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark has brought so many eyes to women's basketball that it's amazing. A dude named Acho, I forgot his first name, is something Acho.
Emmanuel Acho.
Yeah. He showed how in 5 days before the draft, she made the WNBA more money than they would have made in the next 5 years.
Let me tell you about Caitlin Clark. She has brought an unbelievable amount of attention to women's basketball. It's truly remarkable. A guy named Acho, Emmanuel Acho, broke it down perfectly. He showed that in just 5 days before the WNBA draft, Clark generated more revenue for the league than they would have made in the next 5 years without her. That's not just impact, that's game-changing.
Jeez. Man. Yeah, I was mad about that billboard a couple of weeks ago. The Reese's Pieces were. I mean, I just... This is going to annoy Angel. I know it is. And I know that they had to because the MCI Center, whatever, Verizon Center is under renovation. But still.
It's not just the fans struggling to accept this new reality. The Chicago Sky organization is feeling the pressure too. They have no choice but to market Angel Reese as their franchise star. Yet every time Caitlin Clark steps into their arena, she owns a moment. The sold-out crowds? Clark. The surging jersey sales? Clark. The highlight reels dominating social media? All Clark. Meanwhile, Reese's fan base is scrambling to make sense of it all, insisting she's great for the culture. But last time we checked, cultural influence doesn't sell out stadiums on its own.
Hey, see ya there. Now, the Indiana Fever stated venue change. Our regular season game on May the 28th, on September 7th at the Washington Mystics are moving to CFG Arena in Baltimore, bruh. So as y'all can see here, say game location change, CFG Bank Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. CFG Bank Arena, Baltimore, Maryland. Somebody said, could it be the Mystic owner doesn't want the Caitlin Clark shine to be seen?
Ticket sales and TV ratings, that's the name of the game. And Caitlin Clark is delivering both like nobody else. WNBA teams are catching on fast. When they see what Clark has done for Indiana, they all want a piece of the action. This league has never seen this level of national buzz before. And let's be honest, it's not because Angel Reese is grabbing rebounds. Clark's presence turns ordinary regular season games into must-watch events. She's converting casual viewers into die-hard fans, while Reese's supporters are left watching as their favorite plays second fiddle to the biggest star in the sport.
Preseason game, Brazil versus the preseason game against the Brazilian national team, sold out in 36 minutes, 15,000 fans. There's tickets for that game, upwards of 4.
Let's talk about the endless list of excuses, because there's always a new one when Angel Reese underperforms. First, it was that she's young. Then, it was that she needs more time. Now, it's that she's still adjusting. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is getting double and triple teamed, hacked on nearly every play, and still putting up elite numbers. Funny how one player keeps getting excuses while the other just goes out and proves herself game after game. That's exactly why Clark is the most impactful player the WNBA has seen in years.